Welcome back. This is going to be a fun video. Up to this point, we've been talking about theories used by the advantaged players, but in this video we're actually going to talk about strategy. I'm going to talk about a strategy I used in the MLB to make 676% in just 4 months. Now, what I did is I found an edge. I used aggressive money management to pursue that edge. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the strategy that I used. I'm going to save the money management for a later series of videos because it's such a huge topic. Alright, let's get to it. The Semi Arbitrage is a special bet that I designed. It's a strategic way of betting on both sides of a game so that you can eliminate almost all possibility of losing. Now, it's not a true arbitrage. A true arbitrage is a guaranteed win. But a semi-arbitrage, there's a small opening which it is possible to lose. Now, there's advantages of this and disadvantages. The advantage is the possibility of losing is extremely small. I can narrow this down to below 25% most of the time. And a lot of times I can get it even further than that. The downside is that you have to risk a lot of money in order to win a little. Now, that being said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run you through one of the semi-arbitrages I performed in the MLB this year, and we'll show you how it works. Okay, when I first started researching this, I learned that home favorites win by 1 run approximately 18% of the time. Now, in this particular example that I have up here, I have the Atlanta Braves facing the St. Louis Cardinals, and what I'm doing is on the Atlanta Braves, I'm betting on the money line. This is for them to win the game flat out, and the money line is plus 175. Now, what that means is that I would win $175 on top of my original bet of 100 if they win. So I call this plus money. Now, over here you can see I have $500 on this side of the bet. Now, down here the St. Louis Cardinals are the favorite in this game. Okay, and on this we are going to bet on the run line. Now, as you can see, I have negative 1.5 over here. Now, what the run line means is in a baseball, you have to win by 2 runs or more in order to win the bet if you bet on the run line. Now, if you come over here, you can see that this is also plus money, and this is why this bet works. Okay, so you have plus 110, and over here, as you can see, I have risked $654.76. Now, the way I figure that out is I go on the SBR forum and they have something called an arbitrage calculator. And I put those numbers in, and that it tells me the amounts that I should bet. Now, the total risk is $1,154.76. The total profit is $220.24 for a return on investment of 19%. Now, what you remember me saying is, in my research, home favorites usually win 18% of the time. This is 19%, and that's a positive edge. Last year, when I looked into this strategy, I decided to paper trade it, and to my astonishment, I won 34 bets in a row, a huge winning streak before encountering a loss. Now, as the season progressed into late July, early August, the losses eventually started to pile up. Now, when I got into this year for real, I noticed the same pattern. So this tipped me off, and I knew when to get out. Now, as I was pursuing this, I was getting a little too aggressive. My bets were getting too big, and eventually I hit 3 losses within 2 days, and it almost devastated my bankroll. I came off at least 50% from my high. I think it was a little bit more. Now, when something like that happens, you need to stop what you're doing and reassess everything. So what I did is I looked at how many wins I had up to that point versus how many losses, and I looked into the Kelly criterion to find out how much I should be betting, and then eventually got back into it when I realized that I did really have an edge. This was more than just luck. So I was able to rebound, and the tail basically ends. I made 676% return on my investment from when I started, back in April, in the beginning of the baseball season. So in my opinion, that's pretty amazing. I don't ever go into a season expecting to make that much. Now, normally I'm looking to make about 40% in a season, so 676% is just mind-blowing. For those of you who subscribe to my newsletter, I will actually send the results out to you so you can see them for yourself. And as far as the money management goes, I'm going to make several videos. It's going to take a lot to explain the reasons why I did what I did and when.